First off, I just want to say for our game 3 preview, AJ, I love traditional starting pitching. There's so much bullpenning in the postseason for years now. It is nice to just have a headline. Even if Max doesn't go deep into this particular outing, like we have headliners every game so far. And I just appreciate that. So here we go again. Game 3, Max versus Glasnow. I know we touched on this the other day, but John Schneider was kind of pointing to how they want to give Bieber a little extra time. Ken Rosenthal on Fair Territory, that just was live this morning, said he has an inclination that the Blue Jays feel as if Bieber has like one more start left, right? They are asking a lot from a guy who hadn't pitched in a long time, and now he's going deep into October. So Ken feels like that's the vibe. Do you agree?
Didn't we talk about this the other day?
Yeah, but I want you to regurgitate.
Didn't we talk about this with Shane when he was on the show the other day? I felt like this was kind of the thing, right? Where most people have one good one, one bad one. And he was kind of saying, man, I don't know if that's the case or not, but I definitely feels different every start. And so I think, Shane told us this, and then Ken probably and then this is one of the reasons why they went with Max game 3, so he could possibly start game 7. I don't know how long either one of them honestly is going to be out there. It's almost like as soon as somebody gets on base, I feel like in maybe the next 2, I don't know if it's going to be that drastic, but John Schneider's going to have a short lease for both these guys because he knows he's up against Glasnow and Shohei, and they haven't given up a whole lot this postseason. So I don't know if on the road, if they can afford to fall behind, if they do fall behind, if either one of these guys gets in trouble, to let it go and let it build, because you got to win one of these to get back to Toronto.
And honestly, if we look at everything against the Dodgers, when you're talking about just Max, because we're talking about Shane and Max here, like the Dodgers haven't scored a lot of runs. They haven't given up many runs either. I think they're 10-2 in the postseason, but they've scored like 3, just a little over 3 per game, not including the wild card series. So you have to keep this lineup down, and I think they have shown that they can keep this lineup down. I think it's going to be a matter of what is it looking like? Because Max, while he was nails last time out, I think he's going to be more remembered because of the fact that he was yelling at John Schneider, not the 4 walks that he had, not the fact that there were some large chases from the Mariners that you go, are the Dodgers going to do that? Is this Dodgers lineup going to be a little bit better with Pages out of it? I don't know if he's out of it. There's a lot of things, but I agree with what AJ said, but I also am going to stick to what I said before, that I think their bullpen's fresh now. Their bullpen's fresh. They can go with Max, and Shane tomorrow, in my opinion, probably going to give him a little bit more length. I think there's hope that he would give him more length, and that would be the middle game of a 3 games in a row. So who knows what their really reason is, but to ask Shane Bieber to come back in game 7 after throwing game 3 might have been too much. So good for the Jays for going this route.
And within your answer, you brought up another decision. So I'll ask you guys before we get an official answer. And even if it doesn't happen today, should it happen another game or 2 from now, if we don't see more on offense from Andy Pages? I know he had a line out and a base knock in his last game, but overall we're at 4 for 43, no walks, 11 punchies. Plays pretty good D, but I guess they could. There's a few things they could do. AJ brought up moving Kike to center and then Alex Call coming in. Or did he say Call to center? He was adding Alex Call to the mix. And Doc said change is on the table for Pages, but he wanted to see where he was at mentally and physically. What do you think? Do you just keep rolling with Pages and hope that he eventually catches fire?
I just think you roll with them right now. Call is brought in to hit lefties, and they're facing righties. Maybe you pinch hit for Pages if a big situation comes up, but I don't think that you're going to start. Your defense goes down too much, because then who do you put in left? You put Call. I don't know. I just don't think – I don't love Kike in center. Not that he can't do it. I love their defense. And if I'm Tyler Glasnow, I want my best defense behind me, because the ones I don't strike out, they're usually going to hit fly balls, and I want guys out there that can go get it. And Pages is pretty good in center. Hit him ninth, dude. Let him hit him ninth and just see what happens. This was Andre Jimenez didn't have a great year. Yes, he hit the home runs in the LCS, but before that, he didn't have a great year. He was in there for his defense. It's okay every once in a while to have a defense guy.
especially in center field. And Kratz, for me, some of the pies at bats that I've seen are not bad. And Clint Bacias on Dodgers territory put it well. It's like you'll get a 5, 6, 7 pitch AB, and then on 3-2 he just wildly chases. But you're like, he had really good takes and some good swings, and then they just get him at the buzzer, right? Like he's been a guy that you can put away. Do you agree?
I would agree, and I would not say these guys are in the same category. But you watched the game where they're facing Gosman, and guys weren't. I think it was Gosman. They weren't striking out much. The Dodgers weren't striking out much until Teo came up, and then it was like Teo was kind of doing his own thing away from the team approach, and he just couldn't not swing. And so it's like, this is what happens in the postseason. You always know that you're kind of in an 0-2 count, no matter what the count is with Pages. Or you always know, as Gosman facing Teoscar Hernandez, okay, I know he's going to chase at some point. I know he's laid off of that splitter, but we're going to go back to it. So are they kind of exploiting him? Yes. But what is the Dodgers' superpower? Dodgers' superpower right now is pitching. And if you take away even a little bit of that, is there a play that Pages needs to make in center field? To me, if he were playing left field and he was struggling offensively, wipe him off the board. See Alice call. I just have a tough time taking my shortstop, catcher, or center fielder out of the game when things are going well for our pitching staff.
The old card experience was a slow burn, long grind, right? Find the box, find the pack you want, open the pack. Most of the cards, nah, right? You got one that's worth something. Now send it in for grading. Yeah. I mean, the list goes on and on. You want to sell it? Now you got to put it up. Then you got to ship it out.
Yeah.
There's one solution for that, and it's called
Arena Club. And it's just on a click of a dime. You get on your computer, you type in, get the Arena Club app, go on there, type in, put some money in, and type in exactly what kind of cards you want, and voila, it's a great experience. And I think that's what people miss nowadays, the experience, the excitement of getting a new card. You never know what you're going to get, an autograph card, anything you could think of. Really cool stuff.
You can get 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase at arenaclub.com/foul. See what gets Todd Father so excited when he gets that digital slab pack. It's like butter, baby.
Butter.